Okay, let's get back into it. So part two to the form method. So we did F, that's family. So now off to O. O is for occupation. So O is for when you're breaking down your list and you're finding out information about whoever it is that you're prospecting. Usually you'll know this information because your list should consist of a lot of family and friends. It may consist of people that, hey, you just got their contact information randomly, or when you were out doing business, maybe shopping, or could be other business owners or however. So it may be a little harder to get this information unless you personally know the individual. But O is for occupation. So if you know the person is, let's say I mentioned in a previous video about, let's say a person works at a supermarket. So you'll have a laborer category, or if they say a white collar, blue collar kind of individual, you want to break down the occupation. Is it a type of individual that sits at a desk all day, or is it a individual that does a lot of hard labor that's constantly on their feet? These are two different type of individuals. I sit at an office for hours and hours on end, and I could possibly talk to an individual that does, let's say, construction work, and we can trade stories back and forth. They're saying, hey, how they come home tired and drained physically, and I can tell them about how I come home drained, maybe not physically drained, but mentally drained, just tired. You're constantly thinking about different things. You're going over different pieces of information, sitting at a desk. So you can have that mental drain on you. So you want to put those people in a separate category, whereas you're kind of taking into consideration what type of lifestyle they live. A construction worker is a special skilled worker. They've either gone to school to learn their trade or their craft, or they've been doing it all their lives and they learned to love it, or they've either learned to hate it. An individual like that is possibly so used to doing manual labor that when you present a business idea or opportunity that involves being online, doing a lot of computer work, it might be a little harder to get them involved. So you want to talk to them a certain way to put them at ease, whereas to let them know, hey, this is a simple system. Hopefully, whatever company you guys are involved in, hopefully it's a simple process of, let's say, getting a person started online. Easy steps to registration, getting them signed up. If there's an auto ship, as I mentioned the importance of auto ship previously, if there's an easy way of getting them signed up for auto ship so that, hey, everything is just a smooth transition. It's set up one time and then they're good to go. So a construction worker might be the type of individual where, as though you want to really put them at ease because they're not really used to being a computer person. They want to know that, hey, there's people out there that's going to help me with my business, but if I need to do it myself, I can just simply go and log on to this website and check what I need to check, or refer somebody to my particular website, and it'll be easy for them. Because you got to think to yourself, their sphere of influence may be their coworkers and their family and friends, and if they're involved in similar industries, let's say construction as well, then hey, one person who might be a little computer illiterate, trying to share information with someone else who might be just as bad or on the same level, that could be a hard transition. So you want to be able to speak to that individual in a certain way, whereas a person like myself who's constantly on a computer, you might say, hey, go to this website, and I won't question you too much about, hey, how hard is it to get registered. If it's a hard registration process, I'll be able to figure it out. It won't be anything too crazy for me. I'll go through it, and then the people in my sphere of influence, they might be office workers also. So hey, I'll be able to easily deliver and transfer that to them. So that's some things that you really have to think about. You really have to use this list as a focus group. Now, as I stated before,